Hey guys, thank you so much for coming to today's video. So today I'm going to be talking about the things that I have in my makeup kit, like all the essential things, the things that I just never go without if I'm doing makeup anywhere for anybody. So if you guys are interested in seeing all the great things that I keep in my kit, then let's get into the video. So I do random makeup for people. I don't like advertise as a makeup artist or anything, but when somebody asks me to, like a friend or family, I will do their makeup. So I have a kit full of stuff. Keep it all in here and sanitized and all of that good stuff, so that way it's not contaminated, it's not getting germs in there or anything. It's all safe and going to be clean for the next person. So I thought I'd just talk about the things that I really love having in my kit. And in case you're wanting to be a makeup artist and you're wondering like, what are the best things to use? What do people need, you know? And I had to really pare down because I used to have, I do have a, like the makeup train case kind of thing, but it's a fabric one. The fabric one I feel like is so much easier to move around and like put in your car and get in and out of places than like the hard case, because I used to have one like that. So I like the fabric ones better, but right now I just have the one, like the top part. Like if you know, there's usually like the bottom part, which is like the bigger part, and then there's the top part, which is kind of extra. I'm just using the top part now because we live in an RV and I don't have room to keep all of the stuff that I had. So I've pared down. I just have the top stuff full. So I'm going to show you what's in here. First thing is a mirror, just a little handheld mirror. I found this one that's just like smaller, like it doesn't have a handle, it doesn't have a big base or anything, and it has like the magnification on one side and just regular on the other, just in case we're not in front of a mirror and they need to see or they want to see up close. Just makes it easy. I also have several things for like putting on like foundation or mixing colors. So I have this metal one here, and then I also have this. This is just like an actual art like color palette, but it's just plastic, and I just find it handy like to put powder on or something, or if I'm mixing something and this one's already got like foundation on it or whatever. But these are easy to clean with alcohol. You just spray it on there and wipe it off, so it just keeps it nice and sanitary. Which then of course I have a little spray bottle of alcohol just to sanitize and clean everything as I need it. And then I also had, it looks like it leaked out, but this was the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. I like to just have this if I need a specific brush cleaned. I can just spray it and wipe it off, and then it's clean because it dries really, really fast. So I like having that with me as well. I have a little kit of like scissors and tweezers. So these I keep in here, and then when I take them out and use them, I make sure to sanitize them before I put them away. So when they're in here, they're always nice and clean. But these are just nice for lashes, cutting lashes. If you need to get like putting them on with the tweezers is helpful, or like if you need to pluck some brow hairs, you know, it's all right in here. So that's nice to have. So of course I have disposable stuff. So I have the disposable little lip gloss wands. These ones are like little lip brushes, more for like lipsticks, and then the mascara ones. So you always have to have the disposable stuff. If you're doing people's makeup, you should know all about this. If you don't, research it, because it's very important that you're not sharing those things. Another tip is like any wands, like mascara or lip glosses, I will cut off the tip. Like brand new, I'll open it and I'll cut off the tip so nobody's used it. That way, even if you forget, or if somebody else is doing something and they're grabbing your stuff and they forget, they don't know, whatever, they can't apply it like this. So they're gonna be like, wait, and then so you're like, oh, you have to use the little wand. So I think it just makes it helpful, just so that nobody's forgetting, nobody is doing what they're not supposed to do and contaminating stuff, because you don't want germs in there. A formula I love for doing on other people is the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip. It's in between like a lipstick and a liquid lip. It's not as drying, like it's really, really comfortable to wear. It does wear a long time, and then as it wears off, it just looks a lot nicer than a typical liquid lip. You know how liquid lips sometimes like get all weird around the middle and like crusty. Like these don't do that. They just look really nice. They're only like $5 or $6 each, so they're really affordable. Anytime I use them on people, they love it, and they say that it just felt nice. They're not worried about it. It's not lip gloss or lipstick that can just kind of smear everywhere because it dries down, but it's just very, very comfortable. So I think for a lot of people, it's just nicer to wear something like this than a actual liquid lip that's gonna get dried and crusty. So the concealer I like to use is these Pro Conceal by LA Girl. These are like $1 each. I bought like a big pack of like a whole bunch of different colors. But they have like this little tip, so I just squeeze some off onto one of my little like trays, and I'll dip in with a brush. Formula is pretty nice. I just think that when you need a lot of shades, getting something like this that works, it's gonna get the job done. It's very inexpensive, so you can definitely get all the colors and have what you need to do anyone's makeup. So then the foundation I like to use is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup, which, why is this one so liquidy? Weird. So these come in so many different shades. I think they're like $13 at the drugstore. But what I like about these is it tells you right on the top like C5, which stands for Cool 5, or N6, which stands for Neutral 6. And then there's also W's, which means warm. So I think it's really easy to kind of pick and choose different colors. And I don't have that many. I just kind of have lighter, you know, medium, and a couple darker, and then I can just mix and match. But I just love their selection. And then this foundation is kind of like a medium coverage. It's not super full coverage, but you can layer it up. And I think anybody that I've ever put this on, it just looks really nice. It looks very skin-like. It doesn't look cakey at all, and it pretty much goes on every skin type. Like if you're oily or dry, like it doesn't really matter. It just looks great on everybody. So I really love using this one. You could get a more expensive foundation, but if you're needing a lot to do a lot of different skin tones and everything, I think just going with something that's cheaper but gets the job done is always better. That way you're not spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on your kit, especially when you're starting out. You know, maybe eventually you can get more expensive things, but for starting out, you don't need like really expensive things. Just things that definitely work and get the job done. Oh, this is like the most important thing. The Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I use this on everybody unless like they like hate setting spray, but I don't think I've ever had anyone say that. But it just locks everything in there so well. Like if you're doing someone's makeup for a wedding or a photo shoot or whatever, like you want it to last all day. You don't want it to move. You don't want it to like melt off or rub off. So this just helps so much. Just doing bride's makeup. I've had a bride that got cake smeared in her face, and she literally just went in the bathroom and wiped it off, and her makeup was just fine. And I was like, I was so impressed, and I was like, it had to be the spray. It had to be the setting spray. It's amazing. So a highlight that I always like to have when I'm doing makeup is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Luminous Light. I'm almost out, but it just gives this like a beautiful like sheen over the skin, just kind of glowy, dewy. It kind of helps blur everything and makes it look more airbrushed without adding a lot of like shine or shimmer. It just looks really beautiful. It's just really nice when you just want like natural looking beauty, but like it's not natural, but like you want it, you know what I mean. I just love this. It always just looks really nice. Another highlight is the Becca. Any of the Becca ones, they just look so good. This one is Prosecco Pop, so it's kind of more golden, but they have lighter shades. They just look so nice. They don't emphasize any texture or fine lines. So if you have somebody that's got textured skin or maybe more mature, a Becca highlight is going to just be a nice highlight without like accentuating any problem areas on your skin. So these are more expensive, but I think they're really worth it. I love them so much. So I also have a bronzer and blush that like pretty much looks good on anyone. The Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I talked about this like so many times. It's just such a beautiful bronzer. It's just so like blendable and just, it's really hard to go overboard with this. So it just looks so natural. It smells really good. I just love the tone of them. They have different shades, but the original just bronzer is the best one. It just always looks so good on everybody. And then a blush is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. It's just this beautiful, like peachy. I think this looks gorgeous on so many different people. So then for lashes, I have found that these Kiss, these are the Lash Couture Faux Mink collection, and this is the Jubilee style. They're just so beautiful. They're so like fluffy. The band is really thin. It really helps for applying it. It doesn't want to like, oh, like my lash is doing right now. Great. How long has that been like that? I'm testing out a new lash glue and it's not holding very well, obviously. All right, hopefully my lash stays now. Okay. Oh, I was talking about these lashes though. But these lashes, they just look so nice. They have a lot of just kind of cheap looking lashes that I don't really love. So when you find ones that are like this, they just look so beautiful without being too much, but they're definitely like a lash. The Kiss ones are just like really nice. I love a lot of the Kiss ones. So I just wanted to mention those. I think the final thing that I'll talk about is just having some kind, why am I so bright? Hopefully it's not too bright. I don't know what is happening. Just having some kind of hydrating, moisturizing primer situation. This is the Dr. Roebuck's No Worrying Hydrating Face Moisturizer. So just something that's moisturizing, put underneath the foundation, just gonna help make their skin look hydrated and healthy and not get cakey or anything. I feel like that's something that can happen very easily. And then I always like to ask if they have, like what kind of skin they have, if they have oily or dry skin, so you can kind of just customize, but just make sure their skin is hydrated. Use some kind of primer before the foundation, just gonna help everything lay nicer and last longer. So yeah, that's my last suggestion. I do have a lot more stuff in here, but there's just a lot. So if you guys want any more information on what I have in my kit, I would be glad to do another video, but I didn't want this one to be too long. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have a makeup kit and like, if you guys have like something that is like you need it in there and I didn't mention it, let me know down below because I'd love to know what you guys are using. Like, am I missing out? Is there something I need in here that I don't have? But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.